Final question comes from Ali. Writes it to beyond@IGN.com. Just like you can and should. A lot of people are up in arms about Snake's new voice in Metal Gear Solid 5. I think what people are forgetting is that this is not Solid Snake we're talking about, but rather Big Boss, a.k.a. Naked Snake. My theory is that Kiefer Sutherland will voice Big Boss, and David Hayter will make an appearance as Solid Snake either towards the end of Metal Gear Solid 5 or possibly Metal Gear Solid 6. We all know Big Boss will ultimately cross paths and be spoilers, killed by Snake, Solid Snake. So it would be pretty weird to have the same person with two different voices talking to each other at the same time. So that's why we get different voices. Or same voice.
That would be the weird thing in the Metal Gear Solid game.
That's where things get crazy.
Ease up.
I understand what you're driving at, Ali, and I agree with you. That does make sense what you're pitching, but you were able to suspend your disbelief that David Hayter was Naked Snake. He was Big Boss already, and now he's older. Sure, you're doing this. I mean, David Hayter was on Up at Noon, and granted, the man's an actor, but he seemed pretty confident he wasn't going to be in this game.
Yeah, I was telling people after that, friends of mine were like texting me, and they're like, well, it was all part of the act. And I was like, I don't know. Greg and I had lunch with him for like an hour. We had drinks. Like, I know, he can act, but that was legitimately like, I'm just not in that game. So we'll see.
You'd hope. I mean...
Yes, there's still room that they'll call him and be like,
sure, and that'd be awesome. But it's just one of those things of the whole way this went down, and how so publicly awkward and everything else. I really doubt that you're going to see him in this game. And then you have to imagine if they were going to do it next game, they hung him out to dry.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like not even an official note of what was happening, and like this is our plan. Don't freak the out when it happens.
Yeah,
when people announce you're not in the game, don't go on Twitter and get crazy.
Yeah, well, we already did that.
We did it for him, but I mean, he would have talked us out of that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had a whole campaign going, and lots of people were angry about this. And he sat down with us and he looked us dead in the face, and he's like, "No."
Yeah.
So,
hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, if it happens, it won't happen without a very awkward phone call.
What I'm most excited about with this new Metal Gear game, two things.
Yeah.
Open world, which
Horse
is really
stealth.
cool.
Stealth horsing, yeah.
And the bad guys look really cool. Like I really don't feel like there's been a compelling cast since really the first one. Like the second one, Fat Man's in the second one, obviously is the best.
Yeah.
But like there's no, like when you think about Vulcan, Vulcan Raven and Sniper Wolf and Psycho Mantis and all these guys in the very end, and Decoy Octopus, the best one of all that you never actually see.
That bangs this Decoy Octopus drum every time Metal Gear comes up. He does it just to annoy people.
You do see Decoy, you do see him once, but he's as someone else.
Yeah, DARPA chief.
And so that's like a really compelling crew. And when they introduced all the bad guys in this new one, I'm like, this is like kind of a really cool group. I really like Skullface a lot. He's the new Fat Man. And I like Quiet. She seems like a I bet you they know Sniper Wolf.
This is the bikini girl.
She's the sniper.
The bikini girl.
Yeah.
Yes. What?
Not shaking my head at you.
No.
But come on, really? Oh, they couldn't put her in clothes.
No,
they couldn't give her a name other than Quiet.
Her name's Quiet. She's
Quiet
in a black
the girl.
bikini all the time. Okay.
That's what
she's got boobies and no voice.
That's what she's comfortable.
Video games.
That's the only way she can snipe. I can't wait to see the backstory there.
Well, I just think that I just think that her design is like much cooler than Ocelot's or something.
But the armor that would have kept me alive if ever in combat was too cumbersome. So I started wearing a bikini.
When are they going to... Decoy Octopus has to come back, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, they got to introduce him. He's going to probably get his own game. Metal Gear Solid... It would be a Vita game. Metal Gear Solid...
This game played place in the 80s, right? So that they're... Right?
Yeah, we're probably catching up to the time that way, yeah.
These guys are all still alive. And that's what I'd like to... Because the Shadow Moses instance, 99, right?
Yeah, maybe.
So it would be cool to just work some of those guys. Like if you just see Vulcan Raven or someone like... Sure. Or even
I mean, you figure that's always been the big thing about like Ocelot, right? We saw him in 3 as a young Ocelot, and now he got old, and then he got a hand down in there and all that stuff. Spoilers.
Yeah, whatever. No one even knows what's going on.
I just hope that horse doesn't die. Don't kill the horse.
Hey guys, there's a horse riding by us with a saddle on, but no person. Don't worry about it. Keep patrolling. There's a spy trying to break in. All right.
Yeah, that scene was stupid.
I just like that they put it up. Yeah, like horse stuff.
Yeah, it was making fun of it.
Good lord.
Can he change colors to the horse?
A horse of a different color? Was that what that was?
It'd be funny if the horse hung him out to dry and just spin around and you just see a man hanging and say like, "Hey, shoot that horse!"
Yeah, like the exclamation point appears.
Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.